Daf Yomi Tractate Bava, page 14a, part 2, starting with the words, it's towards the bottom of the Amud, the bottom of the page, starting with the words Ela Pshita. The Gemara says, rather, it is obvious, lo zeh v'lo zeh, that the intention of the Brisa is that the property is neither this one nor that one together, rather it belongs to only one of them. In other words, the injured party and the latter clause teaches that if the ox is innocuous, it's a short tom, the owner pays half the value of the damage. And if it is forewarned, if it's a muad, then he pays the full cost of the damage. Asyan Rabbanan de Amri Meshuna Karen B'chatzar Hanizak Chatzi Nezek Hu de Mishalem. If so, the latter clause we arrive at the opinion of the rabbis, who say that the halacha of cases of goring performed by an innocuous animal, a short tom, which is atypical, occurring in the courtyard of the injured party, that is that the owner of the ox pays half the value of the damage. Reisha Rabbi Tarfon, the Sofer Rabbanan, the Gemara asks, could it be that the first clause of the Brisa is in accordance with the opinion of Rabbi Tarfon, and the last clause is in accordance with the opinion of the rabbis? The Gemara answers yes. In Daha Amar Le Shmuel Le Rav Yehuda, Shinina Shibok Masnisin Vita Abatrai, Reisha Rabbi Tarfon v'Sefer Rabbanan. The Gemara answers yes. That is as Shmuel said to Rav Yehuda with regard to another Mishnah in 15b, Shinina, meaning sharp one. Leave the Mishnah and follow after me, and my interpretation of the first clause of the Mishnah is in accordance with the opinion of Rabbi Tarfon, and the last clause is in accordance with the opinion of the rabbis. In this brisa as well, the different clauses are taught in accordance with different sages' opinions. The Gemara presents a different interpretation of the brisa. Ravina said in the name of Rava, the entire brisa is in accordance with the opinion of Rabbi Tarfon. And what does it mean by saying that the property is of neither this one nor that one? The property does not belong to both this one and that one. Rather, it is designated for the use of only one of them, for him to keep his produce there. Only the injured party has the right to keep his produce there, but it is designated for both this one and that one for them to keep their oxen there, as both have this right. So basically splitting hairs in terms of rights and versus keeping your ox there. Rights of using it versus keeping your ox there. Right. Accordingly, with regard to damage of the category of eating, L'gabe shein, havya le chatzar hanezek. L'gabe karen, havya le rishus harabim. Accordingly, with regard to damage of the category of eating, the property is considered to be the courtyard of the injured party, and therefore the one responsible for the damage is liable to pay for the damage. By contrast, with regard to damage of the category of goring, since they both have the right to keep their oxen there, the property is considered to be like a public domain, and therefore even Rabbi Tarfon agrees that if one's innocuous ox causes damage there, one is liable for only half the value of the damage. Yihachi arba shlosha havu. The Gemara asks, if that is so, does the Brisa list 4 principles? There are only 3. In other words, according to the way Ravina explains the latter clause, he explains the 4th principle that it does not teach anything that is not already known from the first 3 principles, as the fact that one is liable for eating and trampling in property designated for the use of the injured party is explicitly stated in the first principle, and the fact that one is liable for only half the cost of the damage in the case of goring in a jointly owned courtyard is expressed in the third principle. Amar Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak. Rav Nachman bar Yitzchak said,